The English are basically German.
If the Welsh at times feel persecuted, they're right. All those stories of brutal Saxons storming across the country, massacring the ancient Brits and driving the survivors into the Western Hills are almost certainly true. The Saxons certainly excelled in weaponry. This helmet, originally coated in fine bronze plate, is in the Sutton Hoo collection at the British Museum. Next to it, an iron axe, perhaps a cavalry weapon. But these are exceptions. Relatively few weapons have been found, and archaeologists have come to think the Saxons took over gradually and relatively peacefully through trade and cultural dominance. The genetics show that's almost certainly not true, that in a policy of racial cleansing, the Anglo-Saxons killed or booted out between 50 and 100% of the Britons in what is now England.
They may have come across and they may have, for example, simply pushed people out, so pushed people into places like Wales, Cornwall, maybe Brittany and Ireland and so on, or Scotland. Or they may have mixed with them but outcompeted them, not allowed them to reproduce in such numbers, so gradually they died out, or at least their genes died out. Or of course they could have come across and slaughtered them, and I'm sure that it's a combination of all three.
His team studied the male Y chromosome from 313 volunteers. Genes on the chromosome are passed from father to son virtually unchanged through the generations. They tested men in towns across Britain, chosen from the Domesday Book: North Walsham, Fakenham, Bourne, Southall, Ashbourne, Abergele and Llangefni. They compared them with samples from Friesland in the north of Holland, whence many Saxons came. It turned out that the English and the Frisians had remarkably similar genes. The Welsh were remarkably different. Which is something the Welsh have always known. This was the reaction to the news on the border in Chepstow today.
I would say definitely that the Welsh are the true Britons. They were here first, and I'm very proud to be Welsh.
What it all means is that since the Saxons were originally German, the English are basically German. If you want to meet a true Brit, come to Wales.